God is not hearing your prayers if you are in sin. Right. If you're praying to a white image, God is not hearing your prayers. If you're praying to a rosary bead, God is not hearing your prayers. If you're praying to a stone called Allah, God is not hearing your prayers. How will God judge you? What are some of the ways God will judge you if you're sleeping around from woman to woman?
If you know better and say you...
Listen, I want you to think about it. What is the judgment that God can place upon you for sleeping from woman to woman? What are some things that could come of that? Male or is good. But what diseases come of that? Does anything come of that? That's evil. You can have STDs. Right. You can have an STD, a sexual transmitted disease, because you're sleeping around from woman to woman. You don't know what they got. It's scary now because you don't even know if some of the women is women. Right. They men dressed as women.
You're gonna give me money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay? Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was a general.
Right beforehand, you said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you, sir.
I apologize. I apologize now.
Anybody sleeping around with them? Read.
Deuteronomy 28:61.
Come on.
Also, every sickness and every plague, which is not written in the book of this law.
God says every sickness and every plague that is not written in this law, read.
Them will the Lord bring upon thee.
God says he will bring those plagues upon our people and destroy his people with STDs, sexual transmitted diseases. Do you know, you guys is kind of older, there's an artist right now, her name is Sexy Red. She said, if you have not had chlamydia twice in your life, you have not had fun. An artist said that. That's what our young daughters are listening to. The young women, you ask them what they look up to, they're going to say Sexy Red. Nicki Minaj, Beyonce. These are our people's idols. Right. And they're teaching our children wickedness. What? Oh. No, you said something, man. Read it again.
Deuteronomy 28:61. Also, every sickness and every plague, which is not written in the book of this law.
Hey, so God said every sickness and plague that's not written in the book of the law, read.
Them will the Lord bring upon thee.
God will bring them upon our people. Now our people got AIDS. They got chlamydia. All these diseases that make them weak and feeble. All as punishment for not keeping his laws and not keeping them honorable. Another plague that come upon you financially. You got child support. Now your pockets is tapped. Right. Go to Haggai 1. You got holes in your pockets now because you want to sleep around. Now you got to pay for all the children. Read.
Haggai chapter 1 and verse 5.
Come on.
Now therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your way.
God says consider your ways. You out here sleeping from woman to woman. God says consider your ways. Because he can touch you with a judgment of disease, but he can also touch your pockets. Read.
Ye have sown much.
You have sown much. You think you get all this money, you bring it in and you bring it in. What happened?
And bring in little.
Read.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
You eat, but you have not enough. The money that you make, they take that out of your check. Child support. Read.
Ye drink.
You drink. What?
But ye are not filled with drink.
Come on.
Ye clothe you.
You clothe you, get your stuff together, but what?
But there's none more.
There's not enough. Because you taking care of all your baby mamas, all your children that are dispersed. Read.
And he that earneth wages.
You earning wages. And what happened?
Earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
You got holes in your pockets.
Right.
At the end of the month, you like, I got enough money to put my gas in my car.
Right.
That's it. But you did that to yourself. That's how God judges our people for the whoremonger and the evil that they do. God will always make you pay for your evil. Go to Ecclesiastes 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 12.
Yes, sir. Is it the last verse you want on?
Yeah, the last two verses. Yes.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Come on.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
So God says this is the conclusion of the whole matter. What?
Fear God and keep His commandments.
He says we must fear Him and keep His commandments. We don't have to get caught up in all these other ideologies. He said it's very simple. Just fear me and keep my commandments. That's why I told you the commandments of God are not grievous. Very easy to be kept if you want to. If you have a humble and meek spirit, the commandments of God are easy to be kept. So he said the conclusion of the whole matter, so that there's no confusion of anything that was brought out today. He says, do what?
Fear God and keep His commandments.
You must fear God and keep His commandments. The foundation of that fear that you have should be understanding that nukes are going to come and destroy this earth. That should keep you from evil. The officer, he went into how God will walk with you through crooked ways, but He will start to try you with her discipline. You have to fear God through all that. He will put you through trying times. He will allow your mind to tell you things that aren't true. Yeah, you good, man. You're going to survive. You're doing all right. You're going to live through the fire. No, that's deceptive. That's the same thing the serpent did to Eve. You're not going to die. You're going to be all right. You're going to live. And deceived Eve and caused her and Adam to get kicked out of the kingdom of heaven. That's the same blessing the devil is trying to hinder us from now. He doesn't want us to get back to heaven. He doesn't want heaven to come down upon this earth and get that for us. He's like, nah, we want our people to live. We want the black people to live in the cage of America, the prison of America, and hold them captive.
Saying that you also mean Amalek?
Yes, Amalek. You know who Amalek is?
Ashkenazi, he's a Sephardic.
And
he's Ashkenazi, you know. Yeah.
The fake Jews.
Yes.
Yeah, and Ashkenazis. Ashkenazis. Go to Psalms. Go to Psalms 83.
Sir.
Because this is a judgment to all the nations. Read.
Psalms chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God.
So God, David's saying here, he said, yo, keep not silence, God. That's what we pray today. Lord, you see the troubles we're going through. Don't keep silence. You see the evils. You see the imposters in our land saying that they're us. You see the atrocities that they're doing to us upon this earth. Keep not silence. Read.
Hold not thy peace and be not still.
And it said, be not still. But that prayer is only heard if you're keeping the commandments. Go to John 9. We think we praying to God, but God ain't hearing your prayers if you're in sin. That's what the black man and black woman must understand, the Hispanic man and Hispanic woman. God is not hearing your prayers if you are in sin. If you're praying to a white image, God is not hearing your prayers. If you're praying to a rosary bead, God is not hearing your prayers. If you're praying to a stone called Allah, God is not hearing your prayers. Read.
John chapter 9 verse 31.
Come on.
And we know that God heareth not sinners.
God does not hear the prayers of sinners. If you know you are sinning, you're doing evil, God does not hear you. God is not hearing the prayers of the Christian church. God is not hearing the prayers of the Catholic church. God is not hearing the prayers of the evil grandmother. God did not hear your prayers when you prayed over Thanksgiving dinner. God is not hearing those prayers. Read.
But if any man be a worshiper of God,
But if you be a worshiper of God, read,
and doeth His will,
and do God's will, which is the commandments, read, him, that person, read,
He hears.
God hears that person. That's the man God hears. But if you're in evil and you think you're getting blessed, but God's not blessing you, who's blessing you? The devil. The devil is blessing you. That's who's blessing our people out here in the world. They think they're prospering, but it's the devil that's causing them to prosper. the deceiver, telling them what they're doing is right, but it's really evil.
Right.
That's what the devil does. He deceives our people. So these quote-unquote blessings our people think they're getting is actually from Satan.
Right.
And guess what? With the gift of Satan, you're going to bring forth evil works for his purpose. That's why people are doing all the works of iniquity. Listen, the white man doesn't have to get involved out here. One day, look, they had us in shackles and chains to kill us. Now they don't have to do it. You know why? Because they got our own people doing it to us. They don't got to hang us no more. The black man shoots each other in the street. We don't have to kill them no more. Now they're going to kill each other. One step on their shoe, they got to have a fight. Right. They're going to have sex with one another and give each other STDs and die. The white man don't got to come here and give us atrocities no more. Right. We do it to ourselves.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example.